Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Rancid Red podcast. Today I'm joined with my special guest, Leafy Greens and Pasta Man the Dolphin. What's up, guys?
Hey,
I enjoy pasta.
Pasta's good, not gonna lie.
There's several
always
different
is.
kinds.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ice is at camp and Luna is busy, so I'm stuck with these two. Anyway, who wants to start the first topic?
Alright, let's see.
how about pasta?
Alright, you want me to start a topic?
Well, no,
Pasta's
the
literally our
topic is
topic,
pasta.
the topic, alright. Alright.
Pasta.
What are your guys' favorite types of pasta?
Uh, Elbow noodles are pretty good, but I really like the ones that look like clams.
Ah, yes.
You know which ones I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like when you're making mac and cheese with them, like all the cheesy goopiness gets stuck in them. You just
Yeah.
eat them and it's just.
I hate it when I'm like stirring my mac and cheese and like the cheese gets like stuck in clumps, so it only goes throughout part of the smorgasbord of noodles. So like you have half the noodles taste like overly cheesy and the other half just tastes like crap.
Now, is it me or like Velveeta? I feel like the cheese is just like too cheesy.
So, yeah.
Yeah, same.
Like I'm not sure.
For don't get me wrong, Velveeta's pretty good, but like it's something about the cheese where like if I have a bowl of Velveeta, it's good, but like after a while I'm just like I don't really like this. Why am I eating this?
Like you guys know the what are the Michelinos or whatever they're called, like the boxes that you put in the microwave for like 3 minutes. That have like those things recently have been like losing the amount of cheese that comes with them, so it's like under the amount that they should have.
You know what's like really gross? Seeing that we're I guess on the topic of cheese,
Yeah,
like
Kraft, dude. That
and like individually sliced cheese. It just tastes gross to me.
Now, have you ever tried that cheese that's like it's green and it looks disgusting, but it's actually really good?
No.
They serve it at like Target, and it's really expensive, but it actually
That's
tastes
probably
good.
why it looks green.
Yeah, that's probably why. Now I know what they're doing with the money. My sister once put in one of those cup of noodle things, and she cooked it for like 50 minutes because she was too young to understand what numbers were. So that it literally lit the thing on fire and destroyed our microwave.
My sister one time put popcorn in for like 15 minutes in the microwave, and she burned it, and it almost started fire in our house, of course. But also, our entire house smelled like burnt popcorn for like a month, and
Dude.
it was the most terrible thing I had ever seen. Smelled, you know?
Burnt popcorn absolutely smells like it came out of a dumpster. It's so bad.
I remember when I was like 4 or 5 years old, I didn't really understand the concept of microwaves, so I took a CD that I found and I put it in the microwave, and it, needless to say, it scared the shit out of me. So, yeah, it's my first experience with the microwave.
Yeah, man, microwaves. So, I know Pasta didn't, but Leaf, did you watch any of the E3 live streams?
No, because I'm not really into that.
Oh, alright.
Well, I kept asking people if 2K had their panel yet.
I don't think they have yet. I've been watching the streams like partly, but 2K hasn't had their panel yet. I'm excited to see what is next in line for the Borderlands series, though.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Borderlands quite recently, so.
Yeah, Borderlands awesome.
I don't know about you guys, but
Go ahead.
oh no, sorry, did I interrupt?
I was just
No,
going
you're
to say
good.
Borderlands is awesome, but
Oh yeah, Borderlands is one of my favorite games, hands down. I don't know about you guys, but like, I'm like really hyped for Fallout 76. I think it looks really good.
yeah,
It's
no joke.
yeah, I mean,
Go ahead.
oh Sorry. I mean, I was definitely a bit skeptical about the whole multiplayer thing at first, but it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, like I just very recently got into the Fallout games, and they're actually a bunch of really interesting games. Like I'm in the middle of the third one right now, and
Yeah.
I gotta say the third Fallout reminds me so much of like Elder Scrolls. It's not even funny. Like it's like Elder Scrolls, but not fantasy and more like post-apocalyptic, futuristic kind of.
Yeah, I've been trying to get into Fallout. The multiplayer concept really sounds really what's fucking weird, interesting to me because I've been trying to get into Fallout as I've said, but it's a very hard game to get into, I guess to say.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, because I've never played a Fallout game before, but so it's quite confusing at times.
Yeah, especially if you start off with the wrong one. I'm not sure which one you're supposed to start off, but like I saw gameplay for the first two, and they look nothing like the current Fallouts.
Have you guys played Fallout 4?
I've played it for like a split second, but I heard it was really good.
See,
I think I might have the game installed, but
personally, I think the gameplay is like really good and like it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it's good, but the story, like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I think it's like kind of short.
It has Borderlands 1 in a nutshell.
I don't know. It's just like there's so much more they could have done with it, especially it being in Boston. So I don't know. They could have gone a bit farther with the story if they maybe delayed it a year.
Yeah, that's kind of true. The Borderlands story is I really liked the second the first one was more for the gameplay, and the second one was more for the story.
yeah, I really get that. The first game had a very pale story to it, I guess you could say. And then it just ended off on a note with the boss that drops like nothing, so.
I really liked the intro to Borderlands 2. I thought that was, I don't know, seen that in another game before, so
Yeah.
definitely very unique.
It had a lot more action in it. Now,
Yeah, it definitely threw you right into the story from the very beginning, which I really liked that.
Now I will say I'm not sure if you guys have played the Telltale series for Borderlands. A lot of people didn't really like it. I thought it was really good, but the songs they had in there and like the intros they had for each one of the episodes, most of them were really cool. Like there's one of them where you're driving under a rack hive, right? And your guy notices that Hyperion is shooting down moonshot cannons at you guys, so he drives underneath the rack hive and the moonshot cannon kills it, and it's really cool. And the song playing like matches it completely.
Yeah, it sounds really. I got like halfway into the first episode and decided to quit. I just got kind of bored of it.
I will say the beginning of it is very boring. It takes a while to get into it, but eventually the game gets really interesting. Like there's a lot of it. Pretty much mixes all three of the games together, and it's just a really neat experience. You just gotta get past that first stretch.
All right, now, have you guys played the Assassin's Creed series before?
I've played Assassin's Creed 1, Brotherhood 3. I've beaten 4, and a little bit of Syndicate.
You see, like, I feel as if that Ubisoft is kind of going all over, like, historical timelines when it comes to, like, their games.
Yeah.
Because, like, with 3, it was in, like, the colonial era Boston,
Yeah,
and then
Boston,
4 is all of a sudden you're, like,
pirates and stuff.
50 or 60 years in the past as pirates. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know why they did that.
I think the second one was in Rome, wasn't it?
Yeah. Brotherhood was in Rome, too.
Yeah. The first one, I don't even know where that was. The Syndicate
The first one
was in London.
The first one was in Syria. Or at least it starts you off in Syria.
Yeah. What did you guys think
game
of
I would.
Origins?
I didn't play it. I was never really into Assassin's Creed.
It looks cool that it's in like Egypt and it's really neat, but I heard it was way too long of a game.
Uh, I, I think a game concept that would be really interesting to see would be something that's like putting all these like Fallout, Borderlands, Assassin's Creed concepts together into like one huge modern day game.
That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, like
like
being able to like scrap your weapons and upgrade your other weapons and stuff like that.
now that would be kind of hard to do because if you think about it, Fallout is already kind of like that. Only it's just after a war. So are you saying like all of a sudden like I guess all the power or something just doesn't work anymore and it's like modern day and everything's pretty much exactly the same. Only there's like no governments or anything.
Yeah, sort of like an anarchy where everyone could rule themselves. Something in history changes. I don't know.
Like kind of like The Walking Dead, but without the dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what that's what one of my series on my channel is about. Is something similar to that. And it's a really cool concept to play with because you can like pretty much do anything. Now, what did you guys think of Deadpool 2?
Great movie.
I'm still waiting for because I'm not legally allowed to go into the Deadpool movie without a guardian. So.
Oh yeah.
How old are you?
He's like 15.
Dude, I'm only 14.
I was close.
You do not sound 14. Jesus fucking
I
Christ.
know.
Yeah,
he
I
sounds
know.
like he's 26 or something.
Yeah, I get that a lot. What kind of music do y'all listen to?
Oh man, that's a fun question. I listen to all sorts of music. Like it's kind of difficult to pinpoint exactly what I listen to, but I mostly listen to stuff like freaking Guns N' Roses, Led Zeppelin, Metallica, stuff like that. Red Hot Chili
Yeah, so
Peppers.
that good portion of the 80s and 90s filled with nice music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's like stuff like Gorillaz and Cage the Elephant.
Yeah, Gorillaz and Cage. I especially listened to Cage for quite a period of time. I've probably memorized most of their songs.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, Cage the Elephant did the first Borderlands song. Ain't No Rest for the Wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to that song religiously, and then I actually decided to look up the band, and then once you actually start listening to them, you realize that Ain't No Rest for the Wicked isn't actually their best song.
No, I really like Shake Me Down.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I think my favorite's either Back Against the Wall or In One Ear. There's yeah. There's quite a wide variety of music that I listen to. What about you, Pasta?
For me, it's a pretty broad mix, I would say. Not really any specific genre. But, I don't know. A lot of classics, though. Like, 40s through, I'd say the 80s is what I listen to a lot.
That's pretty cool. I know my dad listens to the 40s a lot. I don't know why. He just does, but no, most 40 songs aren't even that bad.
Yeah, it's a pretty good era in music, but it's alright.
So, what do you guys like better, DC or Marvel?
I'm more into DC.
I like Marvel better.
I never got into DC. I tried that. I did used to like them a lot back when Teen Titans was still a thing. Not Teen Titans Go, Teen Titans.
Dude, don't even get me started on Teen Titans Go. Don't get me started on how Cartoon Network has just gradually declined over the past few years.
That will be a perfect topic in the later on, but as of right now, I really like the way Marvel's going. I thought Ragnarok was a really good movie, and I really liked Infinity War.
Yeah, I thought of Infinity War was really good.
Yeah.
All right. What games do you guys like? Like, what genre of like video game
Well,
do you like the most?
I like playing a bunch of different games, but as of right now, the games I'm currently playing is Overwatch, Borderlands, and the Fractured But Whole South Park games.
Nice.
And I
think my favorite genre of game is like the looter shooter type game that Fallout and Borderlands are.
Oh yeah.
Same here.
Borderlands, it's just fun to like go around all the different bandit camps and go loot all the different crap.
Yeah.
And yeah. I'm also into horror games, which is kind of weird. I'm deathly afraid of horror movies. I cannot watch any of them without like screaming. I just can't. But horror games is a completely different story. I play those all the time. Like Outlast 2 and Little Nightmares, what's it called? Dead Space. And I'm not sure if you guys have played Outlast 2, but that game is pretty messed up at parts.
No.
I gotta say, I don't know. Horror games and horror movies, they never really like appealed to me or really interest me.
Is it like you just don't get scared by them, or they're not interesting, or?
It's a mix of both, really.
I only get scared of horror games mostly when I'm being chased during them, or like the subtle death jump scares. Like it's weird because in Borderlands, in Outlast 2, there's like two different types of jump scares that happen. There's the ones where you can tell a jump scare is about to happen because like you lose control of the camera and you'll just start like move in a certain direction and oh, it's a jump scare. But then there's ones that just pop up and I'm like, oh my god. Have there ever been any movies that made you guys cry?
For me, no.
I can't. Go ahead.
The movie Wonder. The part where she fucking sorry about that. Where she drinks her mom's wine, just something in me broke at that moment.
Yeah. I don't remember any movies that I've actually cried at. I've known movies where I've almost cried, but I managed to keep it in. But as of right now, I don't really know any movies or shows that have made me cry.
Yeah, alright. Worst movie you've ever seen?
Well, I don't know about worst, but I'll tell you the best is that Emoji Movie of theirs.
Please tell me you're kidding.
The entire movie was so bad, it was working your way up to the greatest part of the movie, which was the credits.
Okay. It was a terrible movie, and the entire movie was literally an ad.
It was a giant advertisement. And not only that, they didn't even ask to like use the symbols and logos and stuff. So technically that movie is illegal, which is why they can't make a second one.
It's not illegal technically.
It's not illegal.
There's some
it's just
weird laws with movies, and they credited them in the credits at like the very last split second. So technically it's not illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie was so bad though. I say this about a lot of movies, and like I actually felt myself losing brain cells. Like I could feel myself dying while I was watching that movie.
I feel like I don't know the name of it, but it's the Sharknado movie where they like go to space and shit. It's just like I watched the whole movie, but like by the end, I was just like, why the fuck did I even watch this? Why did I even bother watching till the end?
You know, I'm kind of wondering, why did you even watch that movie?
Like, okay, if you care about me spoiling a Sharknado movie, please go die. All right. Okay, so there's this weird thing about the main character's dad. Like, he goes up into like space in a space shuttle. Toward the end, he's like, "Oh, don't worry, son. If I go up into space, the Sharknado will go away." But they're just gonna make another shitty fucking Sharknado movie where it comes back, and then he died for nothing.
It's like Jaws
but
on.
Honestly, honestly though, fuck the Sharknado series. It's god awful.
But aren't you excited for the 6th one that's coming out next year?
Why is there 6? Why was there even 1?
You know what happened in the thought process of them making that movie?
Meth.
No, okay, so
mix
all
of
of them,
meth,
all of them
LSD.
take way too much psilocybin, then they're like, you know, it would be funny if there were a bunch of sharks that were in a tornado.
Yeah, oh man, I
And then
wonder what we'll call
and then
this
freaking
fucking
Film Theory made a
cinematic
video about it
masterpiece.
saying how possible it is.
It technically it's possible, but
I wonder what we'll call this cinematic masterpiece. Oh, Sharknado.
Now, have you guys seen Shark Avalanche?
Shark Avalanche.
what?
Please enlighten me on what Shark Avalanche is.
So if you go onto Netflix right now, there's a movie called Shark Avalanche where basically it's a bunch of skiers that went skiing on a mountain and they accidentally cracked a hole in the ice. And out of the ice came a huge herd of sharks that can for some reason swim through snow. And the whole movie is them trying to get down the mountain while the avalanche of sharks is coming after them.
Sounds like it's got really good body and story to it.
Yeah, it sounds like this year.
And not only that, my cousin watched that and he's like 6 and he was freaking terrified of it.
I feel like any movies that involve sharks as their main shtick, whatever the hell, that isn't Shark Week. It's just, I don't know,
Yeah.
just not good. It just doesn't. Sharknado has killed many things and characters. Like I remember in one Sharknado, like I think the main character got like eaten whole by like a shark that was falling out of the sky, and all the other characters are like sad and shit because main character died.
Yeah.
And then just before it rolls to credits, the main character cuts his way out of the shark's stomach with a chainsaw. Like, what the fuck?
They could
like,
at least try to make him realistic.
It's like
if it's a regular shark attack, I get it. Like, what was that movie where the girl was stranded on a rock and there was like a shark swimming around her? There was a
I know the
seagull.
movie you're talking about, but like I just don't know
yeah.
the title.
What movie was that? I forget what it's called. I want to say it's like... Frick, I think it's on Netflix. What is... Let me just search up shark movie that girl is... Wait.
Stranded. Wasn't she like
It was
injured
The
too?
Shallows. That's what it's called. It's called The
Yeah,
Shallows.
that was supposed to be happening in Galveston, Texas. But if you look up the water in Galveston,
It
Texas,
doesn't look nothing like that.
yeah, the Galveston water is brown.
So when me and my family went to go visit Austin, Texas a while back for RTX, we went. I want to say it was Louisiana. We went to Louisiana. And apparently the beaches there are supposed to be beautiful or whatever. When we went there, those beaches had. There was a couple things wrong with them. First of all, the water was crazy warm, which means it's probably filled with bacteria. It was almost black, and there were dead fish like around the beach everywhere.
Sounds like a great time.
So, yeah, I was afraid
What a
to go into
wholesome
that water.
family experience.
What is the least favorite, what is y'all's least favorite vacation y'all have ever been on?
Yeah.
I don't really know. I haven't been on many vacations.
Probably the one to San Diego. Not because I don't like the place or anything, but probably because my family was there.
Yeah.
Or maybe, no. Actually, I take that back. It was probably the one I went to for Boy Scouts like a couple years ago, where we went to North Carolina. It was so freaking hot. And, like, the showers there was no cold water. It was just steaming hot water. So it was a drag. And not only that, we went on some hike and I sprained my ankle and it was even worse.
Mm-hmm. So, what kind of pasta sauces do y'all like?
Alfredo.
Most of them.
We got
Alfredo.
aglio olio,
Alright, now you're just making
basic
stuff
like
up.
just oil and salt. No, aglio olio. It's lemon, pepper, pepper flakes,
What the
salt, olive
frick?
oil, and parsley.
Sounds pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's delicious.
I'm looking this up. How do you spell that?
It should be AGILO. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Hold
it is
on.
a real sauce. That
Yeah.
looks kind of good, to be honest.
It's amazing.
Now, what's the worst restaurant you guys have ever been to?
Oh boy. There have been several.
McDonald's next to the hair salon a couple blocks down.
Nah.
There was...
Okay, so you guys don't live near me, so you might not have been to this place. It's called Texas Roadhouse.
Texas.
Oh,
Alright,
I've
last time
been to one of those.
Yeah, last time I ate there, I got like major food poisoning.
Oh my god.
Really? Well, what'd you have? The steak?
No, I had like I think it was like a burger or something.
No joke. I went to this one Chinese place like 3 years ago, and there was a huge lock of hair in the soup. And it was absolutely disgusting.
It's from the dogs, man.
Yeah, I know, but still, they could at least clean it up just a little bit. And they don't need dog hair in there.
What's y'all's favorite Chinese food?
Wait, favorite Chinese food? So he said?
Yeah, probably, I gotta say, it's gotta be, probably wonton soup.
Teriyaki beef.
Or bourbon
Yo,
chicken.
where be that General Tao's chicken? You uncultured people probably call it General Tso's.
What's your favorite sub place? Mine's probably Larry's Giant Subs. I'm not sure if you guys have that, though.
Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's. I haven't had Subway in years. I think Subway is like kind of fucking gross.
Yeah. Subway is...
Like,
I used to love Subway, but it's not my favorite.
I used to too, but like lately they just aren't really like bad. It's been fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, the quality in their food is just like declined.
Now, I went to Orlando, Florida a couple, I want to say 2 weeks ago, and yeah, it was 2 weeks ago, and we went to this McDonald's. Now, what is an average size for a McDonald's for you guys?
Relatively small.
This
For like what?
This McDonald's was 3 stories.
That's too big.
Shit.
The second, have you guys? The second story had like a David Buster's type look to it, because that entire floor was just filled with games and a giant playground and stuff. All the games were pretty much broken though, and the playground smelled like fish. Now, not only that, the McDonald's itself didn't just serve like regular McDonald's stuff. It served like pizzas and pastas and stuff like that.
See, that's a McDonald's. Like, McDonald's pizza, I don't know, I try it. Even though McDonald's is like one of the worst things you could probably put in your body, I'd try it. I don't know.
I've
Their
never
pasta
heard of
wasn't half
McDonald's
bad either.
pizza.
Like, it wasn't. The place was like an actual restaurant, to be honest.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, it used to look like a giant box of French fries, but now it's just
Isn't it the world's biggest McDonald's that has like the pizza and the pasta and all of that?
I think so.
Is it only me who hasn't eaten a single thing today?
I've eaten a little bit. Oh yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's in Orlando. Yeah, that thing's freaking huge. Yeah. What do you guys prefer more, Hulu or Netflix?
Netflix.
I don't really watch TV.
I like Hulu more for its shows because it has a whole bunch of different shows like American Dad and South Park, Rick and Morty, stuff like that. But Netflix has BoJack Horseman and it has a bunch of okay movies. And it's a little bit more organized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, look at that. We're 31 minutes into it. All right, guys.
Already.
Thanks for watching this episode of the podcast. Thank you for my two beautiful guests for joining.
Remember, kids, eat your vegetables or you'll die.
Don't eat me, please.
Yeah, he's a very leafy boy. So if you...
Your mom gay.
That too. So somebody texted me today saying that if you're not... It's illegal to be straight during Pride Month.
I texted you
Nine
today a
maternal
picture of my
parents
bunny.
is homosexual heretic.
Homosexual heretic.
Their mother art gay.
Bloody gay?
Now watch, I'm probably gonna get beaten in the street for saying that.
Yeah, probably. It was nice knowing you, dude.
Because, freedom of speech does not exist on the internet anymore.
You want to help me with it?
It's pretty rip. But...
Alright, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next episode. Peace out.